What's up everybody, welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. So continuing the series on how to beat bosses, we're going to be looking at the Super Vegito 50 stamina boss. Now I will have to warn you, this one and the new Brawly events are a lot harder. These are 50 stamina bosses, not 40. So these are much tougher. For me, I pretty much had to wait until I finally got my own Gogeta, and I've been using double Gogeta leads just for the damage. So this is not for the faint of heart. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. It's 50 stamina, that's the first thing you got to look at. It's 10 stamina more, and it's a super difficulty, not Z hard. That should already give you a clue on it. So for this fight, like I said, we're doing double Gogeta lead. And the team I'm using, as well as having my own Gogeta, is a Physical Ultimate Gohan, my own Vegito, which I've actually already LR'd, but that's because after I got my Gogeta, this event became a lot easier. But even before that, I was using my TEQ Vegito anyway. I'm using the PHY Rebirth Piccolo, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and AGL Golden Freeza. The items I'm using Senzu beans, Dendes, Icarus. You could also use Whis. I like the ones that are defense for 2 rounds instead of just 1 round. And we're using Ghost Ushers also. This fight's got 3 rounds. You're fighting Goku, who's a red type, and Vegeta, purple type, first round. Second round, you're fighting Int Vegito, and then finally, you're fighting Super Vegito last. So the most important thing is you want to try to get as much ki as possible. There's only 2, if I go bottom right, the bottom route. Up top, there's a possible 7, so we're gonna go that way. You may be wondering why I took Piccolo, and the reason is because his passive is 70% attack up for him and his allies. So that actually comes pretty useful, especially against the second form. Another thing that makes it a little daunting is that the second form actually has 4 life bars. But turns out it's not quite as tough as you would think it is. The real fight is still against the last form. Okay, I'm actually getting a pretty good run here. I'm pretty happy about this. Okay, so everyone's getting a +6 ki buff, as well as attack buff, obviously, from the double Gogeta lead. Let's see right there, there's the defense buff. Okay, so here we have strong elements all around, so this will be good. Unfortunately, though, the downside to Piccolo is that he doesn't hit very hard. He's there mainly for defense, and that's it. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can take out Goku, though, before he attacks me. He only has 1 life bar, so it's not too difficult. And you need to take advantage of AGL Goku as much as possible, because his attack buff is only for the first 7 rounds, I believe. And there's a noticeable drop off in his damage, especially when you get to the last fight. Okay, didn't quite take him out. Okay, here obviously we have Golden Freeza for blocking as well. He also is not going to hit very hard in this fight, so I don't think we're going to be able to take out Vegeta this round, so we'll just hold off on that. We will, though, try to take out Goku. I believe that should take out Goku, but let's see. Hopefully, I'm hoping that Vegito takes him out. Or if he takes him out, that's just as good. We should be able to handle this without needing any items yet. But next round, Frieza comes up. So I'm going to go ahead and heal anyway, because when Frieza comes up, I'd like to be able to take advantage of his defense buff. Unfortunately, Gogeta's not getting the super, but I think this is still enough to kill him. Okay. So we were able to do that without needing to do too much. We used one item, but honestly, I would have had to use it anyway. The goal is to try to get past the first two forms using maybe one or two items at most. If you have to use more than that, it's going to be really troublesome. Didn't luck out with the key there. So we're just going to do that. See, I'm not going to get a super out of that, unfortunately. We're just going to get Goku's. Vegito's not going to be able to get his next round. We have probably, yeah, one of the Gogetas, not both. That's fine. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The only problem is it took me under 50%. So that's going to be problematic, especially for two attacks. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to use some items here. For this one though, it's a matter of what do you feel like using. Like, I could use a heal, but he's going to attack and I'm going to be in the same situation I was. I could use the defense buff up, but the problem is that I would still have to heal if I was doing that. So in this case, I'm going to use a ghost to try to preserve all my items and see how much damage I can do. Because I will get 2 supers going on here. I want to see how close I get him down. And next round, I do have a strong element to block. And I need green and I need red, so we don't need blue. If I was above 50%, then I would have just blocked with Golden Freeza, but since I wasn't, his passive didn't activate. Okay, so we actually got him down to the last life bar. That becomes significant because we might actually be able to kill him before needing to heal up. I mean, we're going to heal up anyway, just so we're at full health for the next round, but we're probably going to kill him here beforehand, so we're not going to take any damage. Just in case, we have the strong element blocking, but we shouldn't have to. He should be dead before then. Yep. And now we're in the last round against Super Vegito. So we've actually had to use one more item than we should have. The last form has 5 life bars. And then the other big thing is you have to make sure you're blocking with the right units. One of the big issues is because we're using double Gogeta, you have 2 guys that you absolutely cannot block with. For this, we're going to use our defense up. Did he stun him? I think he stunned him. As you can see, Goku's attack drastically dropped. So we've already passed the limit. Really not sure what happened. I don't know why he didn't... Oh, no, he did attack. Just didn't attack for very much. So now I have to come to a decision here. He's going to attack twice. And if I do that, then I'm going to miss out on the damage link. So actually what I'm going to do here, even though I do have Golden Freeza blocking, I can't miss this opportunity to get the damage. So we're actually going to Ghost here. Next round I have a pretty good defensive lineup. I'll actually have Vegito able to block, as well as Piccolo. Hopefully his buffer, his defense passive kicks in. So we should be able to block everything fine next round anyway. So the reason why I wanted to skip it is because I wanted to make sure Gogeta had the link to give him added damage on his super. We might be able to actually get a Dokkan as well. Yep, we got the Dokkan. So this is going to be even more damage on his super. We just got to make sure we get the full Dokkan. Ah, and I missed one. Oh well. It's still additional damage. I believe if I've gotten all of it, it would have been 600,000 instead of the 400. Okay, so his attack buffer, or his defense buffer did kick in. So now we can switch that. So now we actually have a strong element that's going to be buffering two of the hits. That's good. We're going to go ahead and do that. And get the additional buffer. So now Gogeta, Vegito, and then we'll run this one right here. I think we can get him close to his last life bar almost. Or no, he will be on his last life bar. So now we're going to come into this last life bar really good shape. Even with this super, we should still be fine. We should still be above 50%. Or not. Oh. Wow. I didn't expect to do that much. Okay, so we got to do the heal. So now I have two options here. The one option, the safe route, would be to just block with a neutral element and see what happens with those two attacks, or I just go all out and have Gogeta try it. In this case, I will go ahead and take the risk, because I believe Gogeta should be able to finish him off here. If he doesn't, then this video is a waste, but it should be enough. And there you go. And that is how I beat this dungeon. For those with the Int or TEQ Vegito, so for TEQ Vegito, what happens is his passive changes. His regular passive was like 25% up attack to all his allies when he gets a super. He still has that, but his passive is also now plus to attack and defense by 30%. Whereas I don't think he had anything like that as his regular passive. I think it was just attack on his... Yeah, his original passive was only 25% attack up, and his super was 20% attack up. So that got bumped up to 30 on his super, and 30... Did I say 30 on his passive? Yeah. 25 on the super, and then 30 on the passive, as well as HP buff. So it's a nice difference. It's a nice added bonus. For the Int type, his passive jumps up from, I think it was it 10 per orb? I think his original was 10 per orb, 10% attack up per orb, whereas when you Dokkan Awaken him, it jumps up to 12, so it's pretty much just like what TEQ Cell is. So now he becomes an even better nuke hitter. And then obviously if you have Super Vegito, you're going to be having to do this about 11 times in order to get the 77 medals you need for him. And he's a really amazing unit. I was not lucky to get him, but he's definitely someone that's going to be really good later on down the line with his counter. So anyway, that's how you beat the dungeon. For bonus, we're going to do one summon, because I got some stones earlier today. And let's see, maybe we get lucky here. Or not. Nappa. Oh well. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching this video. A lot of y'all have been watching my videos about the new events, and I really appreciate everybody doing so. I will be streaming on Monday, and my normal schedule is Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Although this week I'll be traveling to Vegas for Evolution 2016, the largest fighting game tournament in the world. So there will not be a Thursday stream, but my normal schedule would be Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Dokkan Battle. After that, I also stream Bleach Brave Souls as well as Naruto Shinobi Collection. So if you're interested in any of those or other mobile games like Grand Blue Fantasy, check out my YouTube channel, check out my other videos, and check out my stream. And we'll see you later.